Hi everyone and welcome to Canada CPA Online Academy. So in today's session, we are going to quickly discuss the time management for day one. Now remember, whether it's day one or day two or day three, it is very important to manage your time very effectively and cover all the aspects that are required for each day. Now in day one, in the previous video, if you have seen, what is required is read the case that is based on your capstone 1 case. Then you will have to do the situational analysis, which includes your financial analysis as well. Then you will have 4 strategic options. Usually that is the trend. It might change, but usually it is that there are 4 strategic options, 1 or 2 operational issues, and then the final conclusion. So you should have an attack plan ready to manage all this effectively. Now, how to do that? So you have 4 hours for day one to write day one in total. Now, what I followed, I'm just giving you my strategy, how I followed. It could be different based on once you start practicing, because some people are fast readers, some are slow readers, some prefer to like start writing or attempting the issues as they're reading the case. Some prefer to just noting it down and then write it in the later stage. So it's your preference. I'm just sharing what I found was the best approach to manage it effectively and cover everything off. So the first hour, 1 hour, is for reading the case. Now, what I used to do is as you start reading the case, I used to start writing down the pros and cons and whatever I could fill it in quickly related to strategic options. So in usually the if you see the past day one papers, the format is like they will give you a general his like recap of what has happened in between. Then there would be a board meeting or a dialogue, or as a CPA you're discussing with someone on the board, and they are discussing what are the strategic options there are. And then in form of dialogue, there will be one board member is saying, okay, this is what is happening, we need this much investment, okay, this is what is happening. And you start connecting the dots with your situational analysis, the integration that we are talking about. Okay, so like if we say that this requires this is the pro, this is required, this requirement is this, it is going to affect another business, so this is con. So pro con integration starts coming up in the initial discussions paragraphs and the dialogue part of it. So what I used to do, as I'm reading in the first hour, I used to note it down, start noting it down in my answer as such, that okay, strategic option 1, this is the pro and this is what they are discussing. I will be coming back to that whatever I have noted down, but it gives me a basic skeleton of things to build on my answer. So 1 hour, I'm reading the case and I'm trying to jot down whatever pros, cons, integration things, changes, what I could, like in the SWOT analysis, like something has happened, the industry has changed, the strength has changed. So I'm noting down all these things. So that is first 1 hour. After that, 1 hour comes the situational analysis part. So here is when I start building the case writing as such. So in situational analysis, we'll cover vision, mission, KSF, SWOT analysis, and the financial analysis. So you have next half an hour to complete your situational analysis from the case. Now, if you're following my method, you will already have some points in the SWOT, some points in the, like if you note that something has changed in the vision, you have already noted it down. If it has not changed, you can mention that the vision is same and you can copy it from the previous case and things like that. So you have half an hour to complete this situational analysis. Okay, so now so far we have spent 1.5 hours. Now after that, there are 4 strategic issues. Now so I would allot next 2 hours for the strategic issues. So half an hour each for each strategic issue. Now keep in mind, some strategic issues will have sub options, like they are going for a reward point system to give to their customers. But in that, there are 4 options, like or three options, like they can go with this X vendor which is giving this gold type of scheme where there is this challenges, these are the pros cons, or they can go with this type of system, or they can give a reward point system on their own. So if on their own they will have to manage, so that is a con because everything has to, so things like that. So remember that when I'm saying half an hour for one strategic issue, that half an hour is for that entire option of that one strategic issue. Now, in that, remember to balance your quant analysis and qualitative analysis as well. Now, at this stage, I would have already written some of the pros, some of the cons for that strategic issue while I was reading in my first hour. So I have a skeleton ready for what is the strategic option, what they are trying to buy or sell or invest or whatever into, and what are the pros and cons. So at this stage, when I am at the strategic, I'm solving that strategic issue, what I would try to bring in is the integration. So am I able to integrate at least 2 to 3 points from my situation analysis? Am I able to map it to strengths or weaknesses or something from the vision, something from the mission? So I will ensure that I have captured at least 3 integration points in my strategic option. So half an hour each, like that, for 4 strategic options. So you now are sitting, so 1 hour reading, half an hour situational analysis, and then these 2 hours of strategic issues. You are at now 3 hours 30 minutes. That means you only have half an hour remaining. Now 15 minutes for the operational issue. If you see that there are 2 operational issues, maybe leave 5 or 10 minutes more in your strategic options, and give 10 more minutes for the operational issues if there are 2 issues. If there is only 1 operational issues, 15 minutes for the operational issues and 15 minutes for your final conclusion. That's it. And it is very tight because it's so fast paced and there are so many things, because the case is planned as such that each strategic issue would have at least 5 or 6 integrations that are possible. Or if you go into in-depth analysis, there is like a quant that could be NPV, you can calculate for 10 years, you can calculate it for 20 years, then you can compare the models and things like that. So you should your practice should aim at collecting what is the most significant or most high value, high impact in that. So remember, day one we are talking about is always the bird's eye view, the overall picture, the big game. So remember to have that thought in your mind and plan it accordingly. So hopefully this helps. This is my planning strategy for day one. You may come up with your own strategy, but until you figure it out, start following this strategy and practice your answer based on this. And all the best. Thank you.